Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. Going to be doing a little bit of a cooking stream today with our New World gameplay. There was a cooking guide, sort of, that I found that pays out a lot of XP, and we are going to be showing you that very briefly here at the beginning of this video, and hopefully it helps you either level your cooking or level your character. Apparently it pays a lot of XP. If you like these gameplay streams as well as the talk shows that I do in the mornings, be sure to hit subscribe and the bell button so that way you don't miss my streams. I am a safe for work broadcaster. Talk shows in the morning are very discussion oriented, and then we shift to gameplay in the afternoon. We will also be trying to dive into some Guardians of the Galaxy this afternoon. Yesterday we were not able to do that because the unpacking took super long. There's a variety of ways to support the channel as well. Make sure you're always pressing the like button, subscribe, make sure your bell button is set to all. Make sure you order coffee or become a member. We've got commands for that. You can hit the join button or the join command, or you can order coffee, displays, the shirt that I'm wearing. Any of that stuff is all linked below in the description, or you can use the commands in chat. So let's get the gameplay audio going here. Yo, what's good, Fishy? Good to see you. And then we'll turn off the music. So what this guy was doing is he was cooking, he said a tier 5 meal, and I don't think he was cooking a tier 5 meal when I watched the video. He was cooking a basic meal, and it was paying out really well for him. And what he did, you got booted out of the video for some reason? Yeah, I don't know. The redirect's been working really well with the way that we just ran it, so I'm not sure why you'd be having any issues. So we'll set this as a recap point. And then he would come down here, and he was doing light meal. So my camp tier is currently 1. How do you level up your camp tier? $20 from Freddie Jackson, Reverse Seer Steak Fund. Oh my gosh, that's very generous, very kind. Thank you. It didn't fail, but it didn't exactly work correctly. YouTube's acting kind of funky today, so it is possible that there was a bit of a glitch. So you don't need to be out here to do it. Tier 4 and 5 meals are great XP. Should only take you 10 minutes to hit max cooking if you buy enough tier 1 resources. So a tier 5, I'm telling you, he was doing light meals. He was doing light meals. How do you upgrade your camp? Do you just have to like keep crafting stuff at the camp? It automatically levels the camp. Okay, well, we don't want to do that then. We want to test his theory. I don't know why you wouldn't do it in a town. I would recommend cooking in Windsward. Okay. Is it got a higher rank there? There are quest lines to upgrade it. I don't think I've ever seen a single quest line to upgrade it, at least not. What is Reverse Seer? Remove the burnt bits. Reverse Seer literally means, in the most literal sense, that you sear it last. You reverse when you sear. We're paying to feed Lono quality food. I'm in. Vengeance with a 20 spot. Usually you guys just usually just pay so I can buy beer. Which I am running low. So instead of buying beer now, I'm buying a steak. So thank you, Vengeance, for a $20 tip through Super Chat. Windsward has the best kitchen on the server. Okay, well, we'll go there then. We'll go there. So we're gonna test this. We're gonna test this out and see if this works as well as the guy showed it in the video. We will see here. We shall see. I have just decided. Wow, did my mic... I think my mic got turned up again. It just peaked, and it shouldn't have peaked. My wife had a Zoom call, and I think Zoom will adjust the... Holy frick, it adjusted the volume. All the way up to 80 instead of 70. Okay. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Got to find... Where's the cookhouse? That's Arcana. Get a case of the good stuff. Yo, my man Fishy coming in with a 25 spot. You guys are ridiculous. Go to your bio and hit the button. It shows the level rewards. It will tell you the name of the quest in Monarchs to level up the camp. I believe it's Friends in Fashion or something. Okay. So you go to your bio? Where's that? Character bio. And I can give myself a title? No title. Current title is no title. Apply. That's perfect. See, but that's not what he was doing, Demetrius. That's not what he was doing. He was cooking hit achievements. Yeah, my achievements are jacked. I don't know why it does that periodically. Okay, I think I ran past the kitchens. Isn't it inside here? Yeah, it's inside here. Happy Halloween, Old Soul with a Tier 2 membership and 7 months. You are the best. Thank you very, very much. The last time people paid for me to get some stuff from Total Wine, it was really, really good. It was the Sweetwater and then the other one, the Voodoo. They were really, really good. How much you bet he hasn't accepted the achievements? If the achievements are bugged, you won't see your titles. Yeah, I think the achievements are bugged. I've gotten tons of achievements, and I'm pretty sure I've gotten titles. So this is what he did. Okay, he came to Light Meal, and he went berry, and then he went nut, or in this case, I can go honey. And he made like a couple thousand. 8 months from Abe. I'm just glad you're leaving the PBRs behind. $20 from Akuta Papa. Make sure to get something from Adam as well. Got to keep those coffee orders safe. Thank you, Akuta Papa. You guys are very kind. So we're being limited right here by the raw foods, by the berry and by the honey. Berry and honey. So we should see if we can't get more for cheap, or even check the trade house and see if there's a location selling those items for cheap. So just plain berry is what we're looking for. So it's not bad here. It's not bad. 537 is 578 at 30 cents. That's not terrible. And now I'm encumbered. Got too much stuff. We can break this down. That'll probably help. Oh, it didn't help. We have way too much cooking supplies. I need better bags for sure. For sure. Chest Pain, get you some grade A stuff. My man, Chest Pain coming in. We have 589. So yeah, we are, oh my gosh. Berries are a tier 3 food. Put the food in the hot bar. Yes, that will help. You are correct. You are correct. There we go. Pay attention to the tier of the food that you need. Well, this is the exact combination that he made, right? This is the exact one, and he came to this, and that's all he did, is he switched this. Oh, I think he switched the blue, and then the red, and then the honey. And he made thousands of these things. So I'm going to make 709, right? You're wasting resources by using berries. So is there a cheaper thing that we could buy for this tier? Is that what you're saying? So what could I buy that's cheaper down here? Maybe just game meat? Game meat or red meat might be cheaper to buy. All right, let's just see what 709 light meals does. All right. It took me all the way to 140, and I got a chunk of XP down here. You can see I got about to 25% on my XP. You'd have to go back and rewind and see what we got, right? Mushroom nuts, honey, and pork are all cheap tier 1 foods. Okay. All right, so let's go. Let's try cheap tier 1 foods then. But we need to sell these stupid light meals. Place a sell order. They're selling for a penny. So if I try to sell, I can only sell a max of 100 at 331. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to use these for anything. I got 20,000 XP. Okay, that's not bad for the little bit that we got. Okay, so we want to go. We want to discard them all. We don't want those. And we also don't want to sell them because they're not selling for anything. Adjust the tiers. Nuts are tier 1, but they cost more than ingots. Let's see what red meat's going for. Red meat is 67 cents. Mushroom, nuts, honey, and pork are all cheap tier 1. Yeah, let's see what the pork's going for. 11 cents, 11 or 12 cents for pork. So here's 15 cents for pork. So 803 there. He had so much. Like, he had basically spent a junk ton of money. I don't know if anybody on the server can send me money to help with this. I don't want to just keep yanking all the money out of the company. And then he uses blueberries. Are those... Oh, blueberries are a tier 3. Yeah, why was he using tier 3? Maybe because there were so many of them that he was getting them for really cheap. Because, like, look, blueberries are 19 cents. They're cheaper. They're cheaper than a lot of the others that are available. Cooking is all about using the cheapest tier 1 foods for all the crafting recipes so you can save your higher tier raw foods. Yeah, but I mean, 679 of that is... That's not bad at all. 19 cents. He was using a ton of tier 3 resources in his guide when he only needed to use tier 1 resources. Just pull it from the company. We're not declaring war anytime soon. All right. I'll take a grand out. All right. So need to save berries. Or are you telling me I should save berries? Yeah, these are tier 3. Tier 3. I feel like he's just using the blueberries because there's so many of them. Got the 175 on mining. Now you can fulfill the Orichalcum town board quests. I mean, there's no need to save these, right? Because I bought a ton of them, unless people are buying them, and then I could use them to get some money. But we bought a ton of pork, and then down here, I mean, we might as well use them. This is the closest we'll ever get to a Versier stream. That's correct. That's correct. So if you're tuning in, we're trying some of the cooking leveling tricks of getting lots of tier 1 stuff. I watched a guide where the guy... I wasted a lot of my money this morning. Okay, we'll do... He probably got them cheaper. The berries are not cheap, but blueberries are. Blueberries are extremely cheap. Yeah, we got 8,000 XP. Almost 9,000 XP for that group. Okay, so we don't need these again. Wait, that's not what I meant to do. Discard. This new stream, smash the like button. Yeah, get us our first 100 likes. We're already at 51. So I wonder, coming in here, resources... And you'd go to cooking ingredients, right? And sort the cooking ingredients by tier. So much dadgum water. Or sort them by price, maybe. Let's see what the cheapest cooking ingredients are after water. Yeah, pork looks like it's the cheapest ingredient right now. I mean, we could obviously check all settlements. We're going to scroll through an awful lot of water, though, if we do that. And see if there's maybe a settlement that has super, super cheap. Yeah, it looks like pork and honey are generally going to be the cheapest. Pork and honey are going to be the cheapest. Some of them are even falling below the price of water. And then blueberries. Like Windsward has 679 blueberries for 19 cents, right? So it seems like blueberry honey pork is the cheapest route right now for this grind. This just seems like such an obscene amount of gold I feel like I would spend way less gold doing the oh, I need to go to the trading post for that order. Yeah. Well, that's only 8. So pork, blueberry, honey is what we're looking at. I don't know how much honey they're even selling here. Oh yeah, we don't want to do this. Not all settlements. We just want Windsward. Yeah, honey is expensive here. 85 cents. Like, this guy's selling it for 90 cents for 2,000. Pork, blueberry, honey, high school nickname. My man Melrose Mike coming in for 10 months of membership, closing in on a year. Afternoon chat and Lono. Thank you so much, Melrose. Greatly appreciate those that continue to do memberships here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You could just farm all this and easily get more than enough for a level or two within a few hours of farming using the correct routes. Honey is cheap at Everfall because of the honey stand. Yeah, there's a bunch for 20 cents at Monarch Bluffs. Yeah, I don't... I know he had a ton of them, and so maybe that's the goal, right? Is you go and farm for a bunch of it. You know what I'm saying? You go and farm for a bunch of it, because Windsward has a ton of the pork for it's decent. It's decent, but I feel like we're going to literally burn through so much money doing this that it won't be worth it. Gather as much as you can. Well, my skinning and tracking is already way up. It's already max. Yeah. Shows you where everything is. No, I know about the interactive map. I wanted to test this guy's leveling method to see how effective it was. It's not terrible, right? It's not terrible, but it's also not very good either. Like, I wouldn't say this is a very good method of leveling. It's too expensive to buy all the materials. You know what I mean? So we're gonna burn through cash faster. I think we're burning through cash faster than we would using the town board. You know what I mean? Because now I have all these blueberries. So we need to try to get the rest of these, get rid of the rest of these blueberries. You unlocked the better recipe. So what's the better recipe? Which one would you use? Energizing hearty meal? Oh, satisfying. Okay, so satisfying gives 300 to cooking, and you can use blueberries, and you can use pork, and you can use other low tier like mushrooms and stuff. But up here, you need a tier 4. What XP do you get from this? Not much for just because I'm not making very many. Hardy resource. Hardy is the best. Yeah. Yeah. We can make 4 Hardys. I don't think I got any XP for that. That went up on my... That leveled my cooking. Or helped my cooking. What you cooking, man? We're trying all the different, like... money to XP, like buying the ingredients and stuff. No, I see where it tells me how much I'm gonna get. Huh. Trying to gather time is your worst enemy. What you're saying is you just don't have enough time? Roland just Jay, this food better cure my munchies. My man. Oh, dude. My man. We can use 7 of these. That gave us XP. The hearty meal didn't. I saw that one coming and I'm still disappointed. Keep all the tier 4 and 5 meals you craft. They're actually useful. Okay, so we got cooking to 153. I wonder... That's not a meal. There's no buy orders for the satisfying. I think Town Board might be more effective than this. Unless you just literally go on an insane grind, right? Bella says, clickbait, I wanted some dirty food. Sorry, Bella. I hate to let you down. I'm going to start docking. You're going to start docking watch time for the bad jokes. Okay. You only get XP when you level up cooking. Oh, got it. Basically, you spend 5,000 gold to hit max cooking, and then you never think about it ever again. Okay. We might as well plow through the resources that we bought, right? Just to get the XP and the levels. You know what I mean? Like, the light meal... The Madam Challenge results are in. I prefer the Frickmas roast. I think that's where she's been leaning, Kat. She's been leaning that way. I think that's where she ultimately landed. So more than likely what the guy in the video did is he had been running a farming route. Right? He had to have been running some kind of a farming route to have. The amount that he had was ridiculous. So it's not a very good guide, right? His guide's not very good because you basically, the average person's not going to be sitting on a mountain of those items. It's just incredibly unlikely that you're just going to be sitting on a mountain of those. Does the Crickman stove have any holiday notes for the flavor? Yeah, it's got some nutmeg and some cinnamon, yes. Did he mention how he got it all? I don't know. I skipped to the part of like what he was doing. He had 3,000 of each berry and nut. Yeah, he had an obscene amount of each. So he either was so wealthy that he just bought it all, right? Or, yeah, because I can sell these blueberries at 16 cents and at least make back some of the scratch. You know, he farmed it. Yeah, I'm tempted to keep that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of blueberries if we want to do some more cooking later. If there's a farming route, at least he stated that he farmed it. Where the frick are you farming berries and blueberries at a rate that you can get 3,000? He shows the farming route. I was able to get a couple hundred berries in like 15 minutes. Oh, really, Soldier? Do you remember where it was? Like, where did he do the farming route? Because we can store all the stuff here. We are in, we're in Windsward. Do you remember the territory? I mean, I can pull a video up and see what he said. New World, how to level up fast. Okay.
Went around here, and this is where I got all those nuts from. Super easy to get there. For an Everfall, it's the other place, and this is where I went and got all the blueberries. If I go down to where the obelisk is, down over...
So Everfall for his blueberries, and his nut... Yeah, so he went to 3 different areas.
Here, I just roamed around this whole thing right here. Super, super easy. You can get it from right over here. Just going around here and get them. And I can leave pictures up and for both of them to show you what is on both of those so you guys can see it. And then the last one's going to be over here down for the berries. It's going to be down in First Light. You'll just run over across the water. And then it's just this whole section right here. Just ran around and...
Okay. I need to go back and see where he got the nuts. I missed that part.
Basically set all around in this region over by Monarch's Bluff in the top. Just across from the place right over here. I went around.
Yeah. Okay. Deathloop is $40 right now, just FYI. Okay, all right, let's try this. All right, we're going to go down here first. We're going to go down here first. All right, we're going to exit. And then he said It was over here. Okay. All right, we're going to see. We're going to see how long. All right, we're 30 minutes into the stream so far. You can also put them in the potion slot so there's no wait. Hang on. Okay. Alright, we'll be fine. I like the town board for consistent XP. His method is good for burst XP until you max out cooking. Problem with this video is that he's not guiding you to resources you actually care about. You only need tier 1. Tier 4 and 5 resources, blueberries, are basically useless. Is there a better farming route then for like the cheap stuff? Because like what, pork was really cheap, honey was really cheap. Is there a faster farming route? You think they're ever going to do faction territory resets at regular intervals? I have no idea. That's why I said just do an iron farm and you'll get berries, nuts, and honey. So, okay. Berry bush, yeah. Yeah, there's berry bushes here. I don't seem to be able to track them. Maybe I will be able to get my harvesting up. This will help me get my harvesting as well, I suppose. Because if you can get... What level... Do you know what level you get berries? Or these, like, kind of fruit plants? Wait, I could be getting the boars for the pork, too, couldn't I? Yes. So we could be getting berries and pork, because both can be used in the recipe. My skinning is maxed out, though. Yo, Eric hit the join button for the first time and just became a member. Thank you so much for doing that. Enjoy the dope badge and emotes. You are dope and deserve dope stuff. Thank you very much for supporting the channel with a membership. Wonder what kind of holiday this game will have. What kind of a holiday event this game will have. Yeah, for real. Should be able to track berries now. I'm 93 and can track them. Oh, I think I see them. Hang on. Yeah, no, you're right. I can see them. I think they were kind of hidden by some of the boar tracking. It says there's... Oh, berries right here. Yeah, they really blend in. So the tracking helps. They really blend in with the... with the normal foliage. So the tracking is really nice. Because I wouldn't have walked over there. I wouldn't have walked up here. We should have set a timer, like how long have we been over here, you know what I mean? Like how many berries am I getting? They stand out a bit more in the daylight. Well, and the fact that these are tier 3, you could potentially go back and sell them and then buy a cheaper resource, but it's probably better just to collect these and then use them, I would think. And the pork can be used as well. So like when you run out of one resource, I'll have a ton of pork as well to use. It says there's a berry bush up here. Oh, there it is. Until cooking is maxed out, I look at the more of my maxing out my cooking as than an XP shortcut. Well, it's kind of two birds with one stone, right? Like I'm getting to level my cooking, and I'm getting, you know, a big fat chunk of XP. Okay. There's one here, it says. It says I'm passing it. Yeah, it says I'm passing it. Oh, it's in the middle. Any chance of me covering Lost Ark? Yeah, we'll probably cover Lost Ark. There's always a little bit of a concern about community funneling that that Amazon's going to do. It's another Amazon game, so like obviously we're considering covering it. You know, it's finally coming to America. It could be really big. You know, but then also it being an Amazon game, it's kind of like to me it's always a little risky to put chips on that table because they're gonna funnel everybody to purple. And understandably. It looks dope. Yeah, I mean, we're hearing good things. We know some of our peers are going to be focusing on it as well. I don't think it was. They're just publishing. Still, as the publisher, they're going to have a vested interest into funneling people to purple. Do you know what I mean? Probably even more so as the publisher. They're going to want to, have easy lanes of income recouping. Like, talk about a double dip. Make a game, make money off the game, funnel people to a platform where you make ad revenue of people watching the game. You know what I'm saying? Pork and Azoth. Okay. Another berry bush. All right, how long have we been doing this? All right, I'm going to go 5 more minutes, and I want to see how many we got from this little area. One right here. Yeah, purple's free marketing for them. Not only it's free marketing, and then they're making ad revenue on. It's like think about that. Making ad revenue on people watching a game that if they buy it, you make money off that too. I gotta respect it. Gotta respect the game. I don't, Purple's taking a lot of, a bad hit. Yeah, I don't know what the viewership trends are going to be like in a couple of years. Purple has certainly taken some hits from a PR standpoint. They did have some advertisers walk. Question is how many and how many are going to come back. You know, I don't know. That's, sometimes they do that as a form of posture. They're going to do that, then they're going to come back and renegotiate and try and get a better rate, which that's not good for Purple. If people feel they have the power to leave, come back, renegotiate for lower ad placement. Oh, wait. So the berry bushes are more orange than these little red spots. I see them. How much pork are we going to get from this guy? 3. He's got a ton of silver back here. I believe we call that vertical integration. Probably. Over 1 million viewers in the first 4 categories. They're fine. I don't know. There's a lot of view botting and ad saturation that Amazon wasn't happy with, or ad payment. And viewership doesn't matter much, as at every turn they've tried to increase ad saturation and have had very, very poor luck with it. They've really struggled to raise ad saturation on the platform, and they need to. That's something that Big Daddy Amazon's been pushing for. How do you catch fish from a hotspot? You got to get your net. You got to get your. You have to get your bobber right on the hotspot, and then if you get a nibble within the first couple of seconds, you're in the hotspot. There's a visual glitch right now where it doesn't show you if you're in the hotspot. It's supposed to tell you that you are. Want to go to the Boar Village to get pork? I'm not going for pork. I'm going for berries. But the recipe that I'm using to level cooking can also use pork. So while I'm gathering the berries, I'm also double dipping a little bit and snagging pork when I can. Because I'm in an area where they're an easy one tap. I like how the berry bushes disappear immediately, too, on your radar. Nothing worse than tracking that's, like, lagged. So it's like, yeah, it's right there. And you're like, I just got that. Covering state of play tomorrow. If we feel like it's hot enough, sometimes their state of plays can be a little ho hum. Okay, so that's basically 15 minutes. 421 berries and 49 pork in just 15 minutes. So I think when he did it, he had like 3,000 of each. No, that's not orange enough. It's right here. We get one big announcement with a bunch of little ones? Yeah, probably. Okay. Something... There's a batch of them over here. Apparently. Oh, I see them. Okay. So for those of you that might be tuning in for the cooking stream, we are gathering berries, pork, blueberries, and nuts. And right now we're doing the berries. And we know we don't necessarily need the berries, but we feel like they're in a good spot with a really, really great spawn rate. And they're also in a spot with pork. And the recipe, you can interchange the nuts and the pork. So getting pork while we're here is just like an added benefit to the grind. There's probably like a really good farming pattern here to ensure that you're always grabbing berries too, like a bit of a zigzag like I'm doing now. Like sort of up and down through the area. Now, obviously, once cooking gets maxed out, this is not an effective way to get XP. But for now, this is what we're doing. Now, we covered this morning, if you missed it, we did a talk show this morning about the economy problems. I plan to do an episode tomorrow. About the design flaw of invasions. We don't really need the berries. We want the berries. That's right. That's right. Oh, there's a good batch of them over here now. We just walked through them, I think. Yeah, right here. Sony State of Play. We're going to charge you $10. Not sure when or where, but we are. Xbox State of Play. We have great games, we promise. One day. You guys remember Halo? You guys remember playing Halo? You guys remember playing Halo? You remember how great Halo was? Please keep remembering how great it was. At this point, I think I'm just going to, anytime I see berries, just beeline. They seem to be spawning extremely fast. It'd be sad if it wasn't true. Which one would be sad if it wasn't true? The $10 one or the one that I did? Or both? I'm really excited about State of Play. Because this will be the first one without seeing Deathloop for 18 minutes. That's true. They really, really drug the Deathloop stuff out. You know, it's kind of weird that Sony State of Play took so much time to cover a Microsoft game, but, you know, we live in strange times. For those of you watching that don't know the meme, Microsoft owns the studio that built it, and so we joke that it's a Microsoft title. We have some Microsoft fanboys here. They go hard in the paint. Here's a new console for the first 13 months. You know, all you can do is play old games. We raised their FPS on some of them, though. I mean, that's why I bought it. So I can play Titanfall 2 with FPS boost. You know? That's why I did it. Is there some... Oh, right up here, I see. You get a little bit of sunlight and this grind would be a little bit easier. There's the berry bush. We joke. Some of us are serious. It's because Microsoft lives rent-free in Sony's head. Yeah, I'm sure Sony's really concerned about Microsoft. I am. After the sales of Spider-Man Miles Morales and Returnal and Ratchet this year, I'm sure they're really worried. They're really concerned. Little trying to crap on Microsoft while he's playing their newest game on their newest console. Wait, what game is that? This game? What game what games have I even streamed on the Series X? Other than the FPS boost stuff that we showed off. Game Pass. I got 2 words for you. Game Pass. Franchise. Franchise? Franchise. 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 I don't know what amount I'm going for on each. How much should we go for? Should we go for the $3,000? We don't even have $1,000 yet on the berries. Well, if you combine it, we have 700 right now if you combine it with the pork. Maybe you should have played Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm going to play it this afternoon. Is that a Microsoft game? You need Windows to use a PC. Therefore, PC is just Xbox Series C. I'm playing the Microsoft Game of the Year contender right now, dude. What is this? Who killed all these boar? Did the boar do it? It's like the old crank cars. He can't. The HDD is still spinning up. It's like the old crank cars. Yeah, like you gotta let the car run in the winter. I gotta come down and turn my PC on a couple hours before I want to play Guardians. The HDD has got to warm up. It's a little cold. I gotta like rub my hands on it. Avengers Civil War. Oh, man. Okay. Where are these berries, man? Now, the boars are a good supplement. No. I don't think we're getting the greatest harvesting. Yeah, blow on your hands. That's right. That's right. I'm like going to the side of the computer like, come on, baby, come on. You can do it. Berry bush. The berry bushes really blend in to the normal old, you know, red bushes. Without tracking, I'd probably walk past most of these. Like when they're out in the open like that, it's an easy snag. You know what I mean? But some of the smaller ones, they're, I don't know. If you think about comparing like the berry bushes to the other plants in the game, I don't know. I think I would say they're very hard to see. I tried so hard to drag that one out. I was like, I'm gonna drag this one out really, really far. I want to make people think I'm saying something real. I want to make people think I'm saying something genuine. Like, oh, we're gonna get some good commentary here. He's, you know, making some comparisons between the plant life. Nope. Gotcha. That joke ain't it? Oh, that was a good one. That was perfect. Whew. It's not about the joke being funny. It's about being so bad and hitting you with it like a weapon. That's what I'm doing. That's another 30 minutes for Eugene. I'll make so many Eugene won't be able to watch. He'll be like, you just docked the full 2-hour block. Why, Lono? Why? Stop it. After years of watching you from King's Fall to the berry farm, who would have thought it was a berry joke that would send me on my way? Send me on my way. Send me on my way. Send me on my way. I'm going to get DMCA'd for that. That was a perfect rendition. What's good, Tasty? How are you? Thanks for everybody that's subscribed, or if you're new, or you're hitting like, or doing all the things. If you're ordering coffee, ordering shirts, ordering disc plates, like the dope ones that are behind me. There's bad jokes, and then there's jokes. Whatever. I try to make them as bad as possible. Wheezy. Wheezy's canceling his membership. Like, that's it. I've had it. Wheezy's doing research right now about, like, how to take back a gift. He's like, can we get the TV back from this guy? Like, is there some kind of legal precedent we could have the TV confiscated? Yeah. You don't understand, officer. The man has subjected us to so much mental anguish. The jokes he tells. The jokes he tells. Well, can you give me an example? All right, so he's playing this game, and he's going around picking berries. Berries like fruit? Yeah, like fruit. And so, what other kind of berry? Anyway, so yeah, he's going around picking these berries. And, you know, he's telling us that the bushes are a lot different than these other bushes in the game, and he says that they're very hard to see. And the sheriff would, like, rip his glasses off and be like, Mother of God. He must be stopped. Tell me where this man lives. What a horror you've had to endure. And you'd like start crying. Thank you for understanding. Nobody believed me. They're not jokes. Make it stop. Hey, what you doing? What? I'll send this up the ladder right away. We'll get an arrest warrant by noon. Got a judge in Phoenix who owes me some favors. Do you guys want to know why I can get away with such bad jokes and mistreat you and you'll keep coming back? Because you all used to or still play Destiny. You're mine. Oh, excuse me. We're not supposed to say that out loud. That one. You guys, we'll have to strike that one from the record. Flint arrows. Too soon, bro. It's too soon. Hey, I can make the joke. I'm the one that got banned from that game. I'm the one who lost hundreds of thousands of dollars because of their targeting. I'm the one that's allowed to joke about it if there's somebody that's allowed to joke about it. I would love to see them. I'm like, he's punching down. That'd be my favorite. Man, don't put him inside here. Dadgummit. Come on, man. Where is it? Oh, it's on the other side here. I thought it was like in that mix of them. At least some of us can still play. It's cheap. That's a cheap shot. That's a cheap shot. I don't have a choice in the matter. You do. All right. Okay. More. Wait, I ran past one right there. Okay. All right. There's another one. It's right in here somewhere. Aha. You started it? You sound like my 7-year-old daughter. You started it. He started it. You know what the difference is between me and you? I'm going to start it, and I'm going to end it. Okay. I think harvesting moving at a decent clip. Oh, no, it's not. 46. Holy frick. Oh, well. Quantity helps with that, though. Okay. Glad I have this place to avoid spoilers. That is cold. You are cold as ice, Charlie Murphy. You're cold as ice. That is cold. Can't wait to watch Lono during Witch Queen. I won't have to worry about seeing any spoilers. That is cold. That is some cold. Okay. Hey, this is my berry farm. Get the frick out. I'm like a low-level dude just like running by. That one's deep. Yeah, that one, oh, that was a rough one. All right, we've been doing this for 30 minutes. Let's see what we got. 30 minutes in, we got $1,000. We got a little over $1,000 for 30 minutes. See, I think this is where it's going to fall off the rails because, like, you know what I mean? Azoth Gold Town Board is always going to be faster than anything else. It's just so quick. It's just bam, 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 bam. We are getting really good clusters right now, though. Doesn't change the speed of this. Maybe we should go for $2,000 of each instead of 3. See, because like the problem with his video is you watch him do it, but you didn't watch him do this part. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to watch the guy once he's got all the resources push one button and be like, holy crap! But, like, it's another thing to actually do this part of it. I'll never have watched him more during expansion release. I actually hated streaming expansion releases back then. I hated it because people didn't support. We would always get shoved down by the fair weather fans, and it was freaking irritating. It's like I'm here every day. I'm here every dadgum day, and y'all can't pull me up, put me on mute. You know what I mean? Let these doucher fakes come in, soak up all the day one viewership. That was always super irritating. I get it. I get not wanting to see spoilers. I don't expect people to expose themselves to spoilers, but it always freaking drove me nuts. I hated it. Like a week later, we'd be back on top. We'd be king again. But the week of was always so irritating. Now that slowly started changing. There was a time where they couldn't come back and do that, which was the beginning of the public commentary about not liking the new face of the Destiny community. I don't like the look of the new Destiny community because it's not us. Basically, it's not us, so I don't like it. Like, tell me you're full of self-righteous hubris without telling me you're full of self-righteous hubris. Mute didn't help though. You can mute tab. No, you can mute tab. You're right. Mute didn't help. You had to mute tab. I was gonna play Elden with you at launch, but with the delay. Yeah, no, I know. Believe me, homie, I know. We've all been waiting for Savvy to come back. We've been waiting on it for a while. We were talking about her, I don't know, 6 months into D2? Maybe? You feel like a lot of shady stuff and subterfuge happened during World's First runs? Well, like Bungie telling people stuff? No. You think me becoming Patient Zero was an accident? You think that was happenstance? 2 days, not 2 weeks. I was gonna say, it took you 2 weeks to play through the campaigns? The campaigns are always so fast. Like, man, you really marinated in it. I'm gonna do one quest a day. 20 minutes each time. Okay. I was testing to see if there was any kind of like a splash damage. Like, can you hit like right next to him? Because sometimes I feel like I totally miss and it counts it. I was like, is there like a weird like hit detection grace area? Because he was just standing still, not looking at me. Yeah, the game from Arcane is supposedly a looter. Yeah. If you really want to win, you wouldn't stream it. Yeah, well, and that's the thing, is everybody streams it, so everybody gleans off of each other. So if there was ever a time where people were given like a heads up or given inside information, it'd be really hard to know if it happened or not, because there is just such a mountain of information sharing. It'd be virtually undetectable, unprovable. How would you prove it? You wouldn't be able to. You understand? Like, everybody's gleaning from everybody, which is totally fair. That's fair. That's the way that it works. It's a spectacle, it's a show, it's an event, and everybody gains from everybody being a part of it. What the frick was that sound? They must have closed the portal up there or something. But you'd never catch it. You'd never know if they were, like, ensuring that certain teams caught up or, you know, could figure things out. You'd never know, because it could be legitimately just coming from, like, you know, folks watching other streams and coming and telling you. Crota's End, the winners were the only team that had an extra member leveling up while they ran the raid to switch out at the end. Amazing that they'd think to need that. Yeah, they probably had him handle the sword so his damage was higher. Because that was the problem with Crota. You couldn't do enough damage to him. And then he didn't rage. They must be running the corrupted. That's what's happening. It's cycling. It's cycling enemies. That's what we're hearing. This is the kind of stuff that I could just do for hours, though. I don't know why. I get caught up in a little mini grind like this. I can just go. think they were throwing shade, making you patient zero? No, I was one of the consistent directory leads at that time. It was always me and Wish, and then some view botter named like Amplified or something. I don't even remember what his freaking username was. And he got the infection too, and they almost ran with the story that like he was the first one, which would have been terrible because he didn't really play Destiny. He always just directory hopped and view botted like an insane person. When they finally shut all the view bots off, he went from having like 2,000 viewers to like 30. It was a freaking joke. It kills me too because Purple can see it's happening in the back end. They don't freaking do anything about it. It's like, why wouldn't you just go in and vet the views and shut them off? You can tell they're juicing. Like, you're letting them defraud people. It's just freaking annoying. They know who's doing it. Like, it's absurd to assume otherwise. But that was a planned thing. They told me to be in the Crucible at a specific time, and then we were like, and people in chat were like, "What's on your head?" And then we were off to the races. This big cool moment happened. Y'all don't realize like how that's how that company operates, homie. That's why it was so easy to publicly execute me. They know how to manipulate the public. It was cool. It was cool. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It was neat. It was a neat moment. You start looking at other things that happened, and you might start to wonder if it was real. They never worked with me. Yeah, they never worked with me, but I knew about all the big events that were coming and knew when to stream and knew what they were going live and knew about the Prime stuff that was happening. I have the shirt to prove it. Yeah, we had Patient Zero shirts. That's true. We did. We sold those and designed by humans, and when everything happened, they shut my store down and never gave me a final payout. Did you know? Stealing is okay. As long as you're feeling self-righteous, you're allowed to steal from people. Oh! New World just released a new video on their channel. Nightmares.
Hearken, my little whisperers, for the spectral hour approaches. 'Tis time for another ghastly chapter of Nightmares from Eternal. Eternally hungry, Eternum calls to those who yearn for her spoils. Bones litter her shores, the remains of countless souls consumed by her maw and spat out into the sea. Remnants of those horrors still drift upon the twilight's murmuring wake. The ghostly lights appeared last night. The mist had thinned, allowing a view further out into the water. My mates insisted it was naught but moonlight on the waves, but I swear I could make out her masts, glimpsed her tattered sails. Could that simply have been the moaning wind, or the distant wailing of the cursed crew? Those poor souls bound to their mad captain and his ship. The withered also haunt the seas. The thought makes me shudder. And yet, on Eternum, where life and death are intertwined like hands clasped in prayer, there is little to define what lives and what is dead. Of course, I know of the Flying Dutchman. I always considered it a fanciful tale meant to liven dreary voyages, but on this cursed island, the mysterious power of Azoth changes everything. Whispers of the doomed ship that attempted to escape Eternum long ago cannot be dismissed as mere folklore. I have never seen it, but I do not doubt that it exists. What is this phantom vessel? Is it crewed by Withered? Or have those poor souls become something else entirely? Death has lost its meaning here, so I cannot imagine what new horrors await us. Power, riches, life ever after. Eternum promises much but demands its terrible price. How much more can one give besides their soul? 'Tis better to be lost on land than withered at sea. A local fisherman said this today. His fellows nodded in agreement. I believe this refers to the ghost ship that blessed few have seen. I have spent hours scanning the far horizon, but have never caught so much as a glimpse. When I questioned the fisherman, he simply muttered, "Our lives are here now. Nothing else is real." A surprisingly profound observation, to be sure. I wonder who this fisherman was in the old world. For those seeking knowledge more than corporeal treasures, Eternum offers its most malevolent chastisement. They shout madly into the darkness, grasping for a fragile answer they can almost see and touch. For every staggering step they take forward, Eternum backs away into the void. They descend together, forever, into the abyss.
I don't understand. Was that is there something coming? Nightmares from Eternum. So is this meant to be like an old TV show thing? Like, I don't understand. Is it meant to be like a silly parody, or is there going to be like a ghost ship event for Halloween? I just got individual emails for like Amazon, like Jiminy Christmas. Killing pirates or not? That's what I mean. I don't know. That was like, is it meant to be like a parody of like old TV shows, or I couldn't tell. Like, it seemed like maybe ghost ships are going to start showing up, and then we're going to be like fighting them and going for loot, like pirate loot and stuff, like furnishings for house, you know, maybe some transmog items for our armor. And for that reason, yeah, I was thinking, oh, I guess we'll cover this tomorrow instead of the invasions. Instead of the invasions thing, I was like, oh, we'll cover this tomorrow. And there's nothing really to cover unless they make a formal announcement somewhere. Just listening to the commentary on that video, I thought you were playing Biomutant again. I think it's meant to be sort of over-the-top, cheesy, kind of oldie, like, it's supposed to be kind of vintage feeling, like vintage horror, like vintage horror TV show. I think it's supposed to have that feel. Halloween cosmetics are already for sale. Yeah, but this could be something different. Yeah, somebody said something about the herbs. I guess we could go and gather these too, because if we're going to be cooking, we may need some. There's been a handful of these spots that I've just walked past because I didn't know if I would need them or not for what we're doing. Don't sleep on the herbs. Just drop the hyssop because that's trash. Okay. Yeah, if you guys are just tuning in because of the trailer or video or whatever they put out, we have no idea what it's with reference to. Like, if I don't know. Is this a PvP or PvE build? Oh, I don't really touch PvP that much. I'm just trying to kind of level my stuff. Like, I'm leveling cooking, leveling my character. As the title and the thumbnail suggests, this is a cooking stream, so we're working on a particular farm for berries, blueberries, nuts, and pork to just make a bunch of these meals that will raise cooking. And we're going for 2,000. We're going for 2,000 of each, and we're at 1,600 on the berry. And the pork will supplement as well. How effective is this strat? It's not bad if you're specifically trying to get your cooking up. Once your cooking's maxed out, this will become less effective. Because you're not going to be getting those XP bonuses for rolling over and leveling up cooking. Welcome to the New World Cooking channel, where cooking is our expertise and eating is yours. Yeah, that's true. You can do the hyssop with water. That's a pretty fast way to level Arcana. On this episode of Cooking in New World, we'll answer the question, are berries worth it? What are you harvesting? Berries and nuts. Berries, blueberries, nuts, and pork as well. There, because it's easy. They're one hit in this area for me. So the boar is just a nice little passive ingredient. Don't you say very much so? Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. That would have been a blending of two very different bits. He's having a very good time with this cooking stream. That's right, I am. I'm having a great time. If there were grapes in the game, I could say I'm having a grape time. What area are you in? So here is First Light. Here's the settlement. I am over here. So I can get over no leaks about state of play. Yeah. Not a single one. It's surprising that boar just attack unprovoked like that. I swore early game you had to like hit them, but I don't know. The new description of the video says it all. It's just a series of spooky stories from the game lore. Oh. Disappointed! Harvesting just hit 110. I wonder, the next one must be like 115 or 125 or something. Apparently State of Play will have an in-depth look at Little Devil Inside. That's new IP, isn't it? What is that sound that keeps happening? It's like Jojo. Leaks are free marketing. Yeah, this day and age. They're kind of like goats. They only attack if you seem vulnerable. They only attack if you seem vulnerable. Okay. So they're like Twitch streamers. Okay, we should be back. It must have been the ingest server I was on. I just stopped and restarted and everything is fine. We were just dropping an insane amount of frames. I don't know. It wasn't my rig. It wasn't an encoding problem. We were just suddenly we just plummeted. We couldn't maintain good frames. Our bitrate just plummeted to like 0. It must have been the ingest server I was on. Yeah, my CPU didn't spike. I didn't get an encoding warning. Our bitrate just plummeted. Usually when that happens, it just disconnects and reconnects. It's almost like the ingest server just like resets. So, I don't know. Thought your internet was freaking out? Yeah, it seems fine now. I don't know. I didn't have any, I thought I just, like, heard something. What the frick? I didn't have any, I've not had any issues with AT&T, so I was like, I don't know. Smoothed out now. Yeah, it should be fine. Whenever that happens, whenever like I switch ingest servers, it'll kind of hiccup for a little bit and then it'll be fine. I don't know. That was weird. If it was my internet, I wouldn't have been able to. I would not have been able to immediately boot back up again and be fine. So it's not my internet. Like if my computer started uploading something, that would have happened, but it wouldn't have bottomed out. It wouldn't have bottomed out and went to 0. Like the bitrate just bottomed out and went to 0. So typically when that happens, something's going on their end. Because if my bitrate's fluctuating, like up and down, we'll drop frames, but it'll still maintain the stream. It won't bottom out like that. Oh, and now I get a warning on the Azoth every time. It's my favorite. Having Azoth Extractor. It's first world. New world problems, am I right? The PAX in the South, people are just a slaughter. The PAX people in the South are allowed to just slaughter because there's so many and they're so destructive to property and crops. I've told you guys before about that. Like growing up, out where I would go to middle school, if we ever drove out to like my aunt's house or took the main road out to the middle school that I went to, or to my grandma's, there was a locally owned Christmas tree business, and he grew them all on his property and then would sell them. And he needed them to do a culling because the deer had overpopulated and they were ruining his crops of the trees. And for whatever reason, I think it was like local animal activists or whatever kept it from happening. So the dude lost his business. He couldn't get him to approve it, and so he lost his business. Had to shut down. Like, it's so sad. You drive by now and it's like it's just gone. Like, it's just big red barn that used to have like the name of the business on the side of it. Frickin' deer, man. I didn't calculate this properly if we're going to do Guardians. Shoot. Okay, so we have 2,000 berry. So... Oh, I tell you what we need to do. Lower our Azoth. Lower our Azoth usage. Okay. Okay. The other spot in his video. I'm trying to remember the other spot. Actually, let me close this video just in case that was what was causing our issue. It was... Where was it? I'm gonna have to watch it. It was in Cutlass, wasn't it?
You can get it from right over here. Just going around here and get them, and I can leave pictures up and for just cross from the place right over here. I went around here, and this is where I went to get the nuts all around in this region over by Monarch's Bluff in the top.
So it's Monarchs, and he goes up there. I've never traveled there. Fast travel there. All right, give me a second. I'll be right back. Sorry, chat. I had to respond to an email about... I'm trying to connect with... I'm trying to connect with the guy that is wanting to do their... It's my YouTube partnership manager that I got. So, exciting. But, at the same time... had to make sure and respond. Pacific Coast is always wanting to do stuff like in the mornings, which is tough because that's like right in the middle of my day. I just went and download Guardians of the Galaxy. I only needed to download the 30 gigs. I didn't have to unpack anything. What? That doesn't make any sense. Why would it not make you unpack? It made me unpack. That doesn't make an ounce of sense. You're literally playing right now? I wonder if they did something wonky with preloads, Wheeze. I wonder. I really do. That's what that seems like to me. Because I preloaded the game. I downloaded it like the night before. That sounds like they did something weird with preloads. Are you going to announce that you're joining Pokemon's talent firm? I don't know. I would love to get an agent again. Work with the talent agency. Give me a year, and I think we could start getting on the radar of people for stuff like that. We just got to really build. We don't have a lot of reach right now. I've done some digging, and it sees something weird happen in the preload. That doesn't make... I just... why would... well, simple mistake, right? Simple mistake. They, you know... Not simple mistake, but like... Crazy thing is, I could have downloaded it faster if I would have just waited to download it at noon. My internet's fast. With Devin Nash. Him, I don't know if he's doing talent firm or agents or anything like that. I wouldn't mind working with Harris Heller. He's a bright guy. A lot of his streaming tip videos was everything I said when I did Twitch talks, but I wasn't well known. I'll be your agent, but I'm going to spend 90% of my time telling yo, dog! Alright. Almost to the area, and we're looking for blue. I think this area was... This was the nuts. What do nuts look like on... I don't even know if you can... At my level, I should be able to track nuts, but what do they look... Oh, wait, hang on. There's something over here. It's acting like it's right here. Oh, nuts. Yeah, there they are. So you get 3 every time. Ah, man, they're freaking tough to see. It's like a little batch of... Oh my gosh. This one's gonna be awful. Yeah, look, Paul's game is 75 gig as well. That is so weird. What do nuts look like? Alexa, what do nuts look like? Okay, this area apparently is where they are. Okay. So if there's not a lot of foliage, it's a little easier to spot them. It's like a little branch on the ground with like leaves on it. You idiot, you just triggered it? Yeah, I figured I would. That's why I did it. Why'd you think I did it? Yeah, this one's gonna be a lot slower of a grind. Comparatively. No, I have to have an uncomfortable talk with my child. It's not my fault if Alexa decided to answer that question in a non-technical way. Be wild. That one had 6 nuts. That was a 6 nut grab. that was a 6 nutter. That was a 6er. Oh yeah, some of these are 6. Maybe it won't be as bad. It's slower to find them. Yeah. But some of these are... I can't freaking see is part of the problem. The trees are in the way. There it is. Yeah, these are not fun to go for because they're on the ground, like you can't see them. Found what the issue was yesterday. The missing executable issue has been fixed. An update has been pushed. Try restarting Steam if your game doesn't update automatically. Like, there's a bunch right here, but you just... Yeah, this farm... I would call this farm a bust. It's one thing to run around and specifically look for tree, like... little orange bushes. Bro, are you actually picking a fight with me, bro? Yeah. And look how many there are, too. Like, there's so many in the area, but there's not... It's like there's not an effective way to get to them. Because you have to look down, but all the trees are in the way. You can craft proficiency potions. I have some. Wait, I could have been taking that this entire time and getting more from my gathering? That was only a 3. Are you sure it affects gathering? It's 5%. I'm like literally walking according to the radar. Yeah, there's like I'm right on top of them and I can't see them. Man, this is a suck. This is not a good. I would say this is not a good one. There should be a. There's other ingredients we could get instead. I would think that would be faster than this. Better off just buying. Well, you can get other raw materials to use instead, like this. I mean, I could be wrong. It could just be that this is more... I have to focus more, so this is less enjoyable. We could be getting a good turnover rate. I don't know. It's just so hard. Like, I keep going to the spots where they're supposed to be, and I just don't see them. Like, if it was always a nice visible branch like that, it wouldn't be a problem. But they bury them in the foliage, and it's like the foliage. You spend a bunch of time just kind of circling. You farmed 3,000 in 2 hours. There's a better location. Also, if you look at the indicator on the map, it's usually like 2 or 3 steps ahead of where it says it is. I thought that was 1. Apparently there's a group like right here. It's a shame too. This area's got a ton of them. Like they're constantly on my radar. Come on, Abe. Before I adjusted the brightness to see. Well, the biggest problem at this area is the trees. Like, it'd be one thing if there weren't trees, because I could just be walking like this, and I could just look at the ground, and like how I have myself right now, like point at the ground, walk up, bam, and just look for the word to pop up. Maybe that's the real trick. I've done that a couple times now. It's not about seeing it, it's about waiting for the word. Yeah. Yeah. I just waited. It was water dripping down the back and hitting something. Why is it doing it? Is stuff melting? Did somebody accidentally leave the freezer open? It can be, but it was because I had the freezer open for so long, stuff started melting and like running down the back. I didn't do anything. It just it got cold enough that it stopped doing it. Yeah, it seems like you kind of have to just angle down and walk toward it and then just wait for it. Yeah, it's not as bad. Like, if you're actively looking for it on the ground, you're not going to see it. Yeah, the other grind was a little more streamer friendly too. Like I could read chat and kind of vibe. This one's like super attention to detail. I have to like be constantly looking at the radar and then looking up so that I don't pass it. Like apparently there's some right here that I'm passing. There they are. They're just on the other side of the tree, I guess. The more mountainous areas are nice because there's more rock and they stand out on the rock. It strains your eyes. Yeah, we're at 281. The turnover rate for this kind of stuff's tough because they probably don't intend for you, I wouldn't think, to focus so heavily on one material, but a little double hitter. This is probably the worst time to farm them because it's night. Yeah, like it's just hard to see. Because color-wise, they do stand out. Like it's like an underbrush, like brown with like a leaf on it. So hard to tell too. Like with the radar, it's like you walk past it and it's like, would you get a torch in the game? Oh, that would be great. Especially for times like these, you just like pull out your torch and you'd have a much easier time because it would cast good lighting and shadows. That description isn't helping. What description? Thought the last nut joke was kind of funny, but it landed flat. Like, you guys get on me. You guys get on me. I'm sparing. I'll do like one or two. Y'all just keep going. Here's the question. How much pork do I have? So that'd be like 500. Because the pork and the nuts can be in the same category as far as raw, like raw materials or whatever. Like at this point, I'd be tempted to just try to buy as much pork as I can instead of this. This is mind numbing. Like, I don't mind looking for an actual item. Like, this is not that. This is freaking torture. This is torture. What is that? Oh, I think we have therapy tomorrow. Ah. How goes the grind? We were trying a cooking grind today, and it's just not going. It's not going. I wouldn't encourage anybody to do this. I think this is bad. I think this is a poor. This is a pretty poor grind. It's just too ineffective. Getting the berries wasn't bad. Getting the berries wasn't bad, but getting the nuts has been frickin' terrible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the cooldown on my house, and we'll go and see how many blueberries we can get. We're going to have to punt Guardians. I didn't know this was going to take this long. I thought this was going to be like an easy 2-hour dunker. Like, try it out, see how it goes. You know. Here. Okay. I was looking forward to Guardians. We just don't have time. We have another premiere at 3 o'clock on the main channel. Like, we don't have the luxury of going late like we used to. It was Everfall around that area. Ghost Recon Breakpoint might be getting a next-gen upgrade or update. Down for that fun sandbox? Game do the first 15 minutes or something? Well, I mean... yeah, I mean, I suppose we could try and just stream the first 30 minutes. I mean, I'd have to... I'm happy to, like... let me know how it is. Yeah. The problem is we can't do first 15, first 30s anymore. We don't have a place to put them. I don't want to put uploads on this channel. This channel is being very consistent and predictable, and it's doing well, and I don't want to start fiddling with that. You start doing uploads here that don't perform well, you know, we could start to tank our own channel, you know what I mean? Like, right now we're very predictably falling in, you know, to live stream viewer thresholds. You know, we can hit like 4 to 5K, you know, views a day. You know, boom, 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 boom. And funny enough, our best days seem to have been the days where we did both Variety and New World, which that was like super encouraging that we were able to do that. So I don't want to fiddle with that. I don't want to fiddle with the recipe and start putting stuff on here that doesn't really belong. Are these blueberry bushes? Yeah. Let's see. put these here. SNTR presents Wheezy's. Yeah, Wheezy's Hood Reviews. Can't wait. So what happened was, that's how every review should open. So what had happened was, the game wouldn't install. Wait, did we pass? Squash? Yeah, there's squash in this area. I wonder if that's worth grabbing. Like as a raw material. Listen up, y'all. This is whack. They'd be like, man, I really liked when he was brand safe. I don't really like this direction. This is whack. Dude, you would walk right over this squash if it weren't for the tracking. This pop, my guy. What you doing watching this? Go play. That's your review. Yeah. Like, he's really rude, but like he nails it every time. His game reviews are so helpful. You know. Love the content. Wish he wasn't so rude. More squash. I have a feeling we can use squash in the ingredients though. Although they might be. What tier is a squash? Tier 2. I don't need to highlight it. It says it like in the corner. I always forget that. What's that? Turkey nest. Yo, eggs. Every time there's a recipe to make for a freaking town board, they want eggs. Squash is another item that can be used as an alternate. Okay. I'm gonna cancel him because in 2 years I'm gonna reevaluate what he said so that it made me feel unsafe. Where is it? Oh, it's right there. You canceling people already? I got my story in drafts. Just make sure and do it all at the same time for maximum effect. Are you serious? That last hit just freaking whiffed. Working with Chess Fame's mom on this one. Oh gosh. Chess Fame got freaking just bodied. Cranberries are here. I like how it's like cranberry and then it's just like bush. A regular old boring bush. Does she farm nuts? This area is not the greatest for blueberries either. Like, it's not as irritating as the as the nut farm. It's not as irritating as the nut farm, but it is pretty. It's a thin. Funny enough, the berries are a higher value, and they were super plentiful when we went to that first area. The frickin' berries were everywhere, and the blueberries, which are lower in value, are harder to get in this area. It's, you know, there's squash. Maybe I'm running the outer edge and I shouldn't be. Maybe I should be running through. And like looking for the perp. Looking for the perp. That's what they would call a like a perp. If he was getting away and he had the perp on him, you know, they'd be like, it's a perp. 0219 back to base. 0219 back to base. We got a perp on the run. Come back, perp. What exactly is that? It's a perp. It's a perp with some perp. Yeah, this area's got squash almost as often as blueberry. Yeah, we're not doing well here either on the turnover. The berry turnover rate was just ridiculous. Feels like the blueberries are more spread out, and then there's just like a cluster, and then that's it. Like there's fewer of them, but when you find them, they're all together. The berries were just like walk 10 feet, berry, walk 10 feet, berry, 10 feet, berry, berry. Like there was a more steady saturation. In your neck of the woods, perp equals purple drank. Wasn't there? There was perp. Yo, what's good? What's good, Troy? There was some kind of perp kush or something that my friend was always talking about. I didn't ever. At that point in time, I wasn't down. So he was always playing, we were always playing video games, and he was always talking about something perp. He wasn't talking about perp like purple drank. He was talking about like some kind of purple kush. I don't remember. Bush. Yeah, here's some more squash triggering the radar. Perp OG Kush. I think that's what he... Yeah, maybe that's what he said. It's been a super long time. I'm talking 15 years or so. I mean, that sounds familiar, but that might sound familiar for other reasons. Got to level 27 last night. Really enjoying New World. Got me hooked. Hey, man, it's a good little game. Well, I guess it ain't little, but it's a good game. Dude's just out here dropping stuff. Leaf blow! Leaf blow! Leaf blow! Oh, I just found some nuts. More nuts. Well, that would make this grind really good to like loop out here into the woods and be able to snag nuts. Oh, cranberries. Last few TikToks have been killing it. How the mental health one did okay. It was my most watched TikTok so far. I don't really do TikToks. I just throw them on there once in a while. Cooking with these nuts. Such a pretty game for an MMO. One Thursday, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30. Thursday, 28th at what do you say? Gummit. I hate how I can't see what he said. 1:30. Thursday, 28th at 1:30 p.m. Newest one sitting at 12. Oh yeah, it got about the same treatment. Yeah, 1280 and a 1250. Yeah, that's those. They're doing better. I'll just keep putting clips like that over there. This convo sounds like a boomer trying to use slang. Aha. Bro. Yeah, it seems like you want to go inside more. The blueberries are more inside than on the outside. And because this area is so bland and drab, it's kind of easy to spot the purple. Like, I don't even need the tracking. Sound effects are on point. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dopamine is hitting. Chopping down trees, mining. Just running and hearing other people doing stuff. I'm telling you, I still think that berry farm is one of the more consistent farms for an item I've done. And berry's a tier 3, isn't it? Yeah, it's a tier 3. Like, the tracking helped. Like, you don't really need tracking here because of the color differences, but here it's just not the same. I really enjoy how in this game, you aren't forced into harder or unenjoyable content. You can farm and relax. Right. Yeah. This game excels. I talked about this for a while near the end of my coverage of Destiny, where they make the mundane and the repetitious, like, enjoyable. And that's something that this game really excels at. Like, they make the mundane and the repetitious enjoyable. So, like, just chopping down trees, hitting, mining rocks, mining from all, steel and ore and stuff. It's just enjoyable. Like, it sounds good, feels good, And that, I think, is when you have a winning formula. That's when people will continue to play your game. When just going out and farming for, berries or hunting or chopping down trees is enjoyable. Because it needs to be. Like, you're going to kill, 100, dregs in a day. You're going to come here and you're going to farm 100 or more bushes or trees in a day, and then you're going to come back in a week and do it again. Just proves that we will grind for any loot if the grind gives you stimulus. A legendary nut is as good as a legendary sword. To an extent, yeah. I will say that it has to. That's where the nut one broke down. It wasn't enjoyable. Like, this is roaming this area and finding a little outcropping like this. It's like, yes, this is great. past some squash. Surprised the squash doesn't give more harvesting than the blueberries, given the squash takes longer to harvest. Usually if it takes longer to harvest, you get more. Photos you're seeing coming out of Returnal are really good. It kind of makes me want to go back just so I can get some good shots and do some really good thumbnails. Can you do a photo mode in the middle of a boss fight? Because you can't pause the game. Wouldn't that be a way to pause? Haven't even beat the game, get back in there. I don't know if there was going to be a whole lot of demand for Returnal. That's the challenge, man. We got a good flow right now. We got to be careful we don't deviate and do something that's just not, you know. That Returnal stream was just, the last time I played it, it was just so perfect. It's hard to think we'll have a stream like that again. Bless you, thank you. Alright, in about 5 minutes we're gonna have to go back and just see how much we can make. We might have to spend some money. Check out the Lightyear trailer, looks pretty dope. Yeah, I saw a bit of it on Twitter a little bit ago, without sound, obviously. Looks pretty cool. Premise is dope. Like a real guy that the character in the toy was based off of. That's pretty dope. Last Returnal was a mic drop moment, hard to top. I mean, I want to go back out of pure curiosity, like what else is there to the story? Because like I said, I'm in. It's my game of the year now, even after not fully. Get out of here. Like even after knowing like I didn't actually fully beat it. Just watch the Chappelle video? Oh, thank you. You need to find items to get the real ending? Well, I can go in water now. Like, that's, you know. That's pretty dope change. Where were we cooking? Like, which one had the best table? I can't remember. Windsward? Is that where we were? It's probably time to start heading there. Your opinion videos look like they're doing well. Yeah, they're doing. I mean, I'll be honest. I was disappointed the Chappelle one didn't get more traction. It should have gotten more traction. It was way more relevant than the first one. was just way more relevant. I mean, he literally just responded like the day before. I thought, oh man, this video might get some traction. I don't know. It's like I said earlier. It's possible that the channel is still just in such a funky spot. I really think YouTube should give us the ability to purge our sub count. I really think they need to give us that ability. Like, I should be able to go say, look, if they've not watched my channel in over 12 months, I want to purge them. And then they should get a notification, and if they don't respond to the notification within so many days to stay subbed, it just unsubs them. Like, it's my channel. I should be able to say, like, no, I don't want all these non-engaged, you know. I should be able to purge my sub base. Like, y'all are freaking killing me. Oh, kitchen's a tier. Ugh. Alright, tell you what we'll do. Gotta go a bit more clickbaity. Yeah, I thought that. I thought like the not time to attack, you know, or whatever. You know what I mean? It might have said too much. We thought about that afterwards. Like, there was no doubt in anybody's mind, like, what was my position going to be, right? Like, it was like, what's my position going to be? No one really cares. I mean, I got news for you. Culture videos and cancel culture videos are on a rise right now. They're actually doing very well. Like, people are interested. They want to hear conversations about it. They want to, you know... it's actually something that is doing well in general. So it's probably just going to take a while to get to a place where tier 5, yeah. I've been told unsubscribing and resubscribing is the best thing people can do to get a channel promoted. I have never heard that before. Yo, it's good, Soliloquy. Thank you. I think I put blueberries in here too, didn't I? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay, so... we have another one today that's about YouTube streaming, like the future of YouTube streaming. We'll see how that one does. It's very US-centric. He doesn't really doesn't exist in the UK. Yeah. He's trending. He's trending on Twitter, though. You know. That's why I thought, oh, this thing. I was like, oh, this thing might take off. You know. Wait. There we go. And then we come down here and we can do any one of the raw. Chunk of XP. So we always want to go blueberry. See, we have way more of the berries. That's the problem. The Alec Baldwin thing. I think I have a video where I'll be able to mention that, but like, I'm extremely hesitant to make a video that makes me money and helps my channel about like an actual tragedy, like where like a person died. Like, you know what I mean? That's more touchy. Like, I have a video planned where I might mention what happened with him and how it was treated and how people acted after the fact, and just how despicable some people were, like genuinely like disgusting human beings. But at the same time, I don't want to have content like that where like I'm capitalizing and making money or whatever on something that was just truly awful that happened. So also, we don't want to lean too much. This is just a general strategy thing as a YouTuber. You don't want to lean too much on like a specific moment. Like, let's say you make a video about patch notes, right? That next day and day of video will do great. And then a year later, the video means nothing. So, like, talking about the Alec Baldwin situation, right? Like, right now, sure, it might do okay. But even strategically thinking, like, long term, it might not even be worth doing. Like, number one, I feel like it would kind of sully my hands. Like, I don't want to make money on that. And then number two, the video itself wouldn't even be a great video in 6 months. I'd rather have a video that's going to be a great video for, like, a long time. Like, a more zoomed out, more cultural commentary video will have a longer and even more permanent shelf life than a video that's like, can you believe what so-and-so said yesterday? Like, so even the Chappelle video is one that I don't want to make all the time just because, like, that video ain't gonna matter in a while. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody gonna care. Yeah, so I think we pretty much definitively proved in a matter of under 3 hours that this is just not a good grind. It doesn't seem very effective. Like, if you have money, like, literally coming out of your ears, I could see this being good. I could see this being good, but, yo, what's good, Ginger? I saw the guy's video. I thought, let's test it. Let's put it to the test. And, yeah. It's not been very good. It's not been bad. It's not been bad. You could sell all those light meals, too? No, nobody's buying light meals. I'll show you. Seems, for my testing, just crafting stuff. Like, it's obviously been helpful. It's been helpful because, I think they're selling them for like a penny. Yeah, so I can't make any money on them. Now, I could go to here and go to all settlements and click on light meal. Yeah, no. Yeah, light meals are, sadly, you make them all, and they're not worth it. So, okay. Well, it's good. I think it was worth doing. I like having chill streams anyway. And we obviously got cooking. We obviously got our cooking way up. Cooking's up to 180 now. So, you know, we got cooking 20 away from max. You know, that's well worth it. So, oh, I guess both arms were already down. I was like, what the frick is going on? Let's see here. Let me give you a link to where we're going. Again, like, it's super helpful when you guys support these vids. And again, we're going to have cultural videos. This is more of a content creation video when we talk about, like, YouTube and Twitch. We're going to have personal videos. We're going to have entertainment videos. And then, obviously, the series. Tomorrow will be another episode of the Say No to Rage story, and we will have a live AMA that follows that. Today is me talking about YouTube's streaming future and what they should probably work on and even copy from Twitch. And things to avoid. Some of my concerns about their hyper focus on gaming. So I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. We will probably lead with State of Play. We'll lead with State of Play if we feel like State of Play is worth covering. And then I want to talk tomorrow about how jacked up invasions are in New World. All right? I'll leave you guys with some music. Please click the link in chat and head on over there and support the premiere. I'll see you guys over there in the chat. All right?